Salute, salute, salute. It is unapologetically QI entering back into the building again with just a update or a breakdown of Yella Beezy's charges. Um, I wondered, what his charges meant, and I heard people ask, what was he facing is if convicted. So I went and did a little bit of research, and this is according to AI Overview. In Texas, capital murder committed for remuneration or the promise of remuneration, forgive me please, remuneration is a capital felony. And that's why it's capital MURDER. That's why he's charged with capital MURDER, meaning it carries the potential for the death penalty. And that's unfortunate in this time, the potential, because we do have a strong advocate for the death penalty now is Chief in Order, Chief President Donald Trump. President Donald Trump is all for the death penalty. And Texas is a Republican state with a Republican governor. So let's just keep that in mind. But a little more details or explanations. Capital MURDER definition. In Texas, capital MURDER is defined as MURDER committed under specific aggravating circumstances, making it the only offense that can be charged as a capital felony. So basically, this is the only offense that can be charged as a capital felony when, unaliving is committed under specific aggravating circumstances. Remuneration as an aggravating factor. One of these aggravating circumstances is when the unaliving is committed for remuneration or the promise of remuneration. Now we're going to look up that word remuneration in just a minute. Capital felony. The felony means that the offense is punishable by death or life in prison without the possibility of parole. So if convicted, Yella Beezy could be looking at a long, long time, or he could be looking at, life, his life taken away as well. Other aggravating circumstances besides remuneration, other circumstances that can elevate a unalivement to capital unaliving include committing the unaliving in the course of another felony, which means another felony like kidnapping, robbery, burglary. Unaliving a peace officer or firefighter. Unaliving a child under 10 years of age. Unaliving while escaping or attempting to escape from a penal institution. Unaliving another while incarcerated in a penal institution. And unaliving more than one person. Those are all the circumstances that can make an unaliving fall into aggravation. And this is Texas Penal Code 19-3. These provisions are outlined in Texas Penal Code 1903, of course. But this doesn't look good. If Yella Beezy is convicted, it means that he is subject to not be out on the streets again. Means his career is over. The only thing that I would probably suggest at this time is they have one of the greatest civil rights attorney, in which I think that she would only be able to save him from the death penalty, is Jasmine Crockett. That's if she decides to lay down her seat as Congresswoman, in which I hope she doesn't, because she is great. I mean, she's out here trailblazing. She's out here. You can just tell that she's one of the most prolific attorneys there is in this day and time. She's smoking. So, like, if I were Yella Beezy's camp, and if she decides, because she stated, like on the Breakfast Club and other interviews, that, because Elon Musk and Doge and Trump administration decided to apply pressure on her to try to silence her and try to ask where did she get the $9 million. Now, let me explain the $9 million. The $9 million came in the form of, it was her part of a lawsuit, a big major lawsuit that she won. And they're trying to make it illegal, or for her to be able to obtain her payment, obtain what's rightfully hers, her money, while she serves as a public official, as Congresswoman. So she has decided, and I don't blame her, because of the large amount, that if she has to, she will lay down her throne as Congresswoman of Dallas and then pick it back up again later, after she's received her monetary gain. Because, in some states, I guess in like another year or two, the election, they're up for re-election again, in Texas. So she may be able to put down her throne and pick it up as Congresswoman again in 2 years or a year and a half from now. So in that case, if I were Yellow Beezy, I definitely would jump on the bandwagon, because she is a civil rights attorney, and she may be able to help him not get the death penalty, and instead just get the life in prison. Because we know how that goes. Life in prison, you're not going to see his youth. He's not going to see his youth out on the streets anymore. But I mean, with good, like good behavior and different things of that nature, he may be able to come out and breathe air at a older age or something. And then he still has life. But I mean, that's just up to them, and etc. It's sad that, like we're even in this situation. And that's both for Mo3 and Yellow Beezy. I regret that both of them, had to face these things. However, because it's two lives that are actually lost at this time. However, we have to wait and see, as stated, because we still have to go through trial, and trial in these kind of cases can last a long while, unless somebody just goes ahead and pleads. Somebody, they just go ahead and plead, which sometimes give them a little bit of leeway, but maybe not much. But with hopes, um, well, let me just put it. No, I have no, I'm on neither side. I'm neutral, and it's sad on both sides to me. But we shall see, in the future, after the trial and during the trial, like what the future holds for Yellow Beezy. And like I stated, I'll keep you updated, as like more information comes out, with hopes. I know a lot of people are covering this case. That's a good thing. It's a good thing that a lot of people are covering politics, and how politics has a big deal to do with these cases, because it also sets the rules, the laws that govern these cases and different things. And so we have to think about those things. Like I said, it's not a good time to be issued a death penalty with Trump in office, and he's all for death penalty, and the Republicans are all for death penalty. But until next time, peace, love, and harmony, food, water, shelter, clothing, and survival. It is unapologetically QI, and I am exiting the building. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.